So like the best character in Friends is Gunther, right? I mean, Gunther's the best character of the show. He's the OP.
He's the most underrated one.
He's the most underrated
one, but he's one of the best
You
ones.
think?
Yes.
Underrated?
Yes, because he has a lot of character in the whole Friends series. He's one of them, but he's not the typical best friend type. But he's always there.
He's the most constant, like, secondary character there is,
Exactly,
and you
that's
see
what I
it
mean.
constantly. So it's
I wouldn't
basically
say-
there to stay.
I wouldn't say he's
Gunther
part of
is-
the crew.
Bro.
I wouldn't
Not
say he's part of the crew.
But it's part of them.
They don't want him.
Like
He thinks he's part of it.
He thinks
Yeah.
he's part of it. The friends don't want him.
He believes he's part of it, but he's way too creepy,
But
man.
he's actually part
Oh,
of
he's
them
creepy.
because in some
Yeah,
episodes they actually include him. Sorry. They actually include him like in the conversations and or when he wants to ask Rachel out and he can't. They sometimes give him a role in the series.
but it's
so
I don't
he's
know.
part of it.
it's like it's
I don't know what
so
role
short,
that is.
one-liners
And
that
with-
is like,
with
he
so
gets
little
like,
hair.
oh, I'm going, like, yes, I'm part of it, and then everybody like believes, and then he was like, oh shit.
No, the only time he shares something with the crew is the parties, and that is it. The rest of them is like, we don't want you in our life. Get away.
No,
Yes,
I just said that. I just said and actually throwed in an example about how they ask him questions, or he's like, he wants to ask a question, or he's part of something dramatic that is happening in a part of an episode. So if you actually watch it, you have to be careful with the details.
I don't know. I've only seen him as
It's all in the
creepy-
details.
a creepy stalker. That's all he is. That is all he is.
I agree.
But he is a constant creepy stalker.
He's like,
He's creepy,
okay. I mean, sure, we can say he's constantly creepy.
Other characters, you see them, and then you don't see them again, like at all.
That's true.
Oh yeah. There's one character
share
I'm gonna
one
bring up
scene,
later.
and then
Oh god.
and then disappear. But Gunther is like continuous.
Always there,
That's
yeah,
true.
constantly.
Okay.
Yeah, but only
So
that's-
that's why he's like
Because
a secondary
They
character.
always hang out at the cafe.
Yeah.
Always. So
That's
you're
true.
The
always
only reason he stays relevant is because he works at the coffee house.
That's exactly. That's the
That's
only
it.
reason.
Okay.
we cannot get rid of him because he works there.
I mean, he's
Fine.
better. He's better than the manager character. He wasn't there for like 2 episodes.
Yes,
and
the
that's it.
manager was like
Definitely,
one or 2 episodes. And
Yeah, and it was
sucked.
really boring. So I guess this guy's a little better, but he's so creepy. He's so creepy. He's socially
But
awkward.
he's so funny. But he's
Is
so
he?
funny.
He's
Come
so
on, man.
stupid.
Yes.
He's so
Okay.
dumb.
Okay. I'll give you an example. One time, when Ross and Rachel already broke up,
Mm-hmm.
and Mark
I remember.
wants to ask her out,
Yes.
but he's planning to do it, and he's hearing it, and he goes
In
to
his
the
head.
back, all the cups, he's throwing all the cups, and then he says, "Oh, I dropped the cup," and there's so much noise coming out.
That's funny. Yeah, that's
So,
true. He has some things, but he's not. I don't even say his secondary character. He's like a tertiary character. He has nothing to do. He has nothing. Even at the end of the series, it's like, "I love you, Rachel," and that's it. It's the conclusion of the character. We'll never see him again. I'm like, okay, that's.
but see,
character.
even at the end, he's there. Even at the end,
That's true.
why is he at the end?
That's true.
Because
I
the
mean, he
coffee
did.
He wouldn't.
That's true. They had to conclude it somehow, but it's true. He stepped up from being a background extra who doesn't have any lines to actually being a character. So I will give him that.
That's
Exactly.
Because I remember the first season, like, oh, he's just in the background. He's just not saying anything. But that's true. That is true. All right. I just want to say that Gunther is the OP in the show. So
Yes, he
There you
is.
go.
That's why I said he's the most underrated one.
he's the
ever.
most underrated. That is true. I mean, you guys disagree? Let us know in the comments. So there we go. That's the show.
No
That's it, because I copyright. I'm not risking it. What's up, my Hablando Shetters? Mi nombre es Sebastian Sierra, and welcome to another episode of Hablando Shet. Today, in the new release, looming of the Friends reunion, I brought some. Well, because I can talk about Friends all day in the camera, but it's not the same if I don't have super Friends fans with me. It's not the same. I need the experts here to talk about the show, talk about the reunion, what do we expect, what we expect, all these things. So for here, I brought three. I think the biggest super fans of Friends here. I start with Angie. Angeli, how you doing today?
I'm super good. I'm super stoked to be here.
Cool. And we also have Ana Maris, another super fan of Friends. How you doing today?
What's up? All good? Excited to be here.
Good. And I think you kind of showed us already all the shit that you have Friends related from the board games, calendar. I mean, you can see that she's wearing it already. I mean, it's hard to dispute that she's a super fan of Friends.
I have my cup with me
And
and
the cup.
everything.
With actual coffee, by the way, she's actually drinking coffee. She's in character, I guess. She's in the universe. And of course, I'm talking about my good friend Andrea. How you doing?
I am doing fine. I am doing great, and I'm excited.
Cool. So yeah, we're just gonna talk about Friends. I mean, I know you guys are super fans, but I don't know, and the audience don't know the story of how all of you found the show. Like, I want all of you to tell me like how you met the show, what was your experience with the show, and I guess what are your thoughts with the show so far. So I'll start with Angie. What is your experience with the show? How did you find it? Why did you like it? Tell us.
Well, my story with the show started when I was visiting a friend and they were watching the show. And I sat down with them and I was like, oh, this is so cool, super funny. Then I started like watching a few episodes, like on and off, super random. Then I got Netflix. And like once they announced they were gonna like take it out, because I never sat down to fully, watch it all. Till they said they're gonna take it now, like they're gonna take it down. This was my only chance to fully watch it. I watched it completely 100 times, like a lot of times, everything from start to end. Then it became like a comfort. This kind of show, you can sit down, put it in the background, and it shows like a lot of, learning experiences that we probably are going through right now. And it's like, it sticks with you. And I really, really love it. Really, really do.
Oh yeah, I think Netflix is the one that boosted the show's status right now, or what it was. Because yeah, when it was on Netflix, everybody was watching the show. Especially that's how I kind of got into it too, a little bit. I'll tell my story later, but yeah, like Netflix for sure. I think it's more popular now because of Netflix. So those are some good times, man. Those were the good times.
I think so too.
Those were gone.
They take it down.
Oh yeah, like, it's on HBO Max. It's
what
not
am
the
I gonna
same.
watch now?
Yeah, I don't want to watch it on HBO.
Like,
it's not the same feeling. It's like, yeah, HBO Max.
Like, you want to get this sense of comfort, and you like. There's so many things to watch, but
That's
like
true.
for me, I stick to watching the same thing 100 times, and then like I feel like, oh man, I could be watching Friends now, but they took it out of Netflix, and gotta watch something else. But so sad.
That's okay. But Francis will always be there. We'll all be there for you. Ha ha ha! Guys, see that? Well, what about you, Anamari? What is your experience with the show? How did you find the show? Why do you like the show? Tell us.
I actually didn't grow up with the show or anything. I just randomly saw episodes of it on TV when I was little. And then someday I found it on Netflix and I was like, oh, I kind of remember this. And I started watching it and I saw Jennifer Aniston. So
Ooh.
that kind of hooked me.
Oh, yeah, the hair.
Yes.
The hair.
The hair. Iconic.
I mean, the hair, the style. I love Rachel. She's one of my favorites actually. But it's a really feel good show. It's one of my comfort shows. If I'm ever feeling depressed or anything like that, I'm like, let me watch Friends. Or it will probably cheer me up because I can relate to the show sometimes. Sometimes I don't, but most of the times I do. It's so relatable, and it's like I understand them. They understand me. This is so weird. It's
Mm.
it's awesome. You know,
That's
I love the show.
exactly how I feel.
What is your experience, Andrea, with this show? How did you find the show?
Well,
Why?
my experience is that I started watching them when I was like in third grade. It was 2003 when the show ended. So my dad started buying the series, season 8 or season 5, season 4, season 1, and I started watching them, but rewatching them over and over and over and over and over again until I actually know the dialogue. I know when everything is coming out, when it's coming the fun part, everything they do, the gestures and everything. So I actually grew up with them. And every time I see them, I actually learn something new about life, about what real life is. They just make it fun, but they also talk about real life experiences and lessons. And it's like Ana Mari said, you can relate to them. And you're like,
Cool.
I'm me, this is real life, you know? So it's like watching you in real life, and it's like her, I can actually relate to Rachel because she's spoiled, and I'm spoiled by my dad, even though she's beautiful and all that stuff. But I love her too. But I also love Joey because he actually shows you how to love and be a good friend.
That's true.
And
Yeah.
Phoebe actually let me know that I can be me without any hesitation and without any judgment, and actually just believe in myself and be me and free me. And Ross, you know, the hopeless romantic, the 3 divorces guy, you know, and always finding love whenever he goes and always believing in love. And Chandler, to laugh at the hard stuff.
Yeah.
You know, whatever life throws you, just laugh at it. You know, he had the divorce, the dad that he's gay, you know, and everything, and all that drama, and he laughs at it because it's the best way that he can handle it emotionally and so, you know, psychologically. So, and Monica, she's just so uptight. She's so uptight.
OCD. She has a lot of OCD.
But she really works for what she wants.
That's true.
She really works for what she wants and always fighting to get the job, like her dream job. She, you know, she's constantly
very passionate.
Exactly.
She's very passionate about her job and what she does.
True.
And when she went through with the adoption and everything, that was really hard for them as a couple and for her as a woman.
Dude,
so
before that,
you know, a lot of
Monica was the original independent woman.
Yeah.
That's true.
Phoebe was the first one.
Phoebe
was the first one.
That's true. I mean, she was in the streets.
She went through a lot.
Phoebe's from the streets.
That's true. Phoebe went through a lot. But
she mugged Ross. Okay.
Yeah. She's from East Side of East Side of She's from the streets. She's tough like that. But I mean, Monica though. I mean, Monica's independent, but she gave up by the end of the show. She's like, I'm not gonna be a chef anymore. I lost my job. I'm just gonna be a mom. Like, that's disappointing as fuck. I didn't like that shit. I'll talk about that later. But
she Monica didn't lose her job.
Yeah, she did. She got fired, wasn't she? And she was like,
no, she didn't.
Yeah, she did. Wasn't it? By season 10?
Didn't. No, she always had her job with the twins and with the moving out of the apartment. They never say that she's fired or that she
left her job.
Yeah, thanks.
Yeah, maybe I'm remembering it differently, but I don't know.
I'll talk about her.
I'll talk about her. I'll talk about her in a little bit. But I don't know. experience with the show is interesting because I've I've seen bits of it here on television, but I didn't know anything about the show. I have no idea what this is about. I remember I was trying to watch. I don't know what it was. I was trying to watch something on TBS, and TBS replays the shit out of the show every fucking day, every morning till the afternoon. And I was trying to watch something. I was like, if Friends is always in the way, it's like, God damn, I hate this fucking show. I want to watch something else. Like this show is always in the way. Like I was like, I don't. Was it Family Guy? I don't know. I don't know what I was trying to watch. I was trying to watch something, but Friends is always in the way. It's like, oh my fucking god, all right. So then years later, it was like on Netflix and whatever. I remember somebody was so into the fucking show. He was like, "You gotta love the show. The shows. I love the show." And I was like, I don't want to watch the show. I don't care about the show. I don't really care. I got curious about it. I was like, this is kind of interesting. I mean, you know what? I'm gonna give it a fair shake. I'm gonna watch it. And I remember going every day from school, from like college, going back, just watch the show from the beginning, trying to finish it as fast as I can and get my opinions on it. And by the end of it, I kind of loved it. I kind of loved the show. And since then, it is like all of you said, it's like comfort food. I'm not kidding. I almost put it every day on TBS. I'm like, I've seen the show like 100 times. I'll still watch it. And it's just, it feels good to like have it on the background, not thinking about it too much. Sometimes I get frustrated watching the show. It's like, oh, this fucking show. But I do like it a lot. It's one of those love and hate relationships that I have with the show. Sometimes I love it. Sometimes like, oh, what am I doing this to myself and torturing myself? But I don't know. I will say my opinions today. I'll tell my opinions by the end of it, but it is some good comfort food. I'll just put in there. It's like I'll just enjoy it. So,
But you do have a point. It's like a comfort food.
yeah, it's just something nice. Like, oh, it's 11 in the morning. Fuck. Do I want to watch Ellen today, or do I want to watch fucking Friends? I'll put Friends. I'm not watching
Ellen.
Or do I put fucking? They don't know. Nah, I'll watch Friends. Like put that shit in there. I'll watch Friends. I'm not gonna watch anything in the
Costa Rosa
daytime.
de la Guadalupe, and you're saying
No, I'm not gonna watch anything. The daytime TV sucks, so Friends works. It's either that or The Office. But I'll talk about The Office another show. But that's what
The Office, that's a good one.
That's a good one we can talk about in another episode. But that's my experience with the show. But as we all know, this week the Friends reunion is coming out. I mean, people have been waiting for this for many years.
Many years.
Yeah, I mean, it's been
like 18.
How many?
18 years since the
18 years.
Ah, damn, that's a long. Wow, that's a long
That's
time. So I've been waiting for this. I don't know if have you guys seen the first Friends reunion that came out last year on HBO Max?
No, because I didn't have that.
Oh, okay. Because like this, it's gonna be the same platform. So when I watched the reunion for the Fresh Prince, is actually really good. I got teary eyed at one point. I was like, wow, this show, this reunion is getting to me.
Which one was it? Was that the one with Oprah?
No, that's the one. It's just the cast got together and they just talk about the show, talk about their experience in the show. So it was good. So that's what I kind of hope they do with this reunion. That's kind of what I saw. I didn't see the trailer. I don't watch trailers, so I'll just try to avoid that. But I want to ask you guys, like, what are your expectations for this reunion? What do you want to see from this reunion? Whoever wants to start.
Andrea. She's
Andrea.
I really have no expectations because I don't wanna think about something or get in my head thinking about something and then I get stuck
disappointed.
Oh yes, I don't want to get disappointed. And it's like Seba said, I haven't watched nothing, no reviews, nothing about the videos that have been, out. I haven't watched anything because I just want to sit down and just watch them and cry.
I usually don't watch like trailers because most of the trailers that are coming out, like basically it's the entire movie. You can see it there. It's in the entire series. So much spoilers. And then you're like, oh, this is going to happen. This and that. Why am I gonna spend time watching it if I know what is gonna happen and the best parts are spoiled? But this time around, I did watch the trailer and the clips that are going like around, and I can tell you that I watched it and I instantly started crying. Like instantly
Yeah, that's what my dad said.
crying.
My dad said
I was
the
like,
same thing.
it's unbelievable. Like oh man, tears like a lot. It was like
no, I
so
don't want to watch
emotional.
it because I'm gonna start crying.
And I even talking about it and thinking about it, like it's making me teary eyed because oh my
I'm
god.
so sorry about that.
Wow.
No, I don't want.
Okay.
I don't want to start crying.
No, because like
They're gonna
you
cry,
see them and it's a lot of time has passed. And
Yeah, they did.
so old.
A lot of time has passed. I'm like, God
They
damn! Like, a lot of time has passed.
Like,
Yeah.
The only one I literally saw continuously after Friends and whatever is Jennifer Aniston. I mean, she ages like fine wine.
She
But
does.
Yeah.
the others,
Hell
the
yeah.
other part, it's
I think
not
Courtney
so
Cox
lucky.
looks great. I'm like, God damn, she looks.
Yo,
Still looks
but
really
she's
good.
made up.
She does,
She's
but
made
she
up.
yeah, exactly.
Botox,
Yeah,
well,
she got her
well,
touch-ups.
To her.
But
She's
oh my,
not
No,
natural
she-
like Jennifer Aniston.
no, that's
Don't
true.
compare,
That's
baby.
true.
Exactly.
That's 5
But still,
surgery.
like the female cast, they look the same. They basically
I
look
mean,
like
Ross
older,
looks tired,
same.
and Joey looks so.
I
kind
mean,
of like,
the
oh,
females.
damn.
I'm talking about females here.
Joey-
But you know the male
That at a
Matt
barbecue.
LeBlanc looks like he got up from a nap. I'm like, God damn, man, I'm sorry. No disrespect to the man, but it's like,
they
oh,
look a
man.
little, beat
And
up.
Matthew Perry. Ah,
Yeah,
He just
I mean,
looks-
Matthew Perry, I feel bad because we all know, I guess we all know that
yeah,
he
we
went
all
through
know
some
what he's been
alcoholism.
through though.
Yeah, he went through some
exactly.
rough shit.
So
So,
it's okay.
so I feel,
It's okay
I
that he looks
understand that.
rough.
Full addiction.
It's okay that he looks that fucked up.
Yeah.
No,
Can we cut?
no, Matthew Perry, my heart goes to you.
Right,
man.
come
You're doing good. You're doing good. Don't worry. It's just, man.
Okay.
I noticed these people they're not 20 somethings. I'll tell you that. I was like, not.
Nope.
Fuck.
Yo,
not
if
fuck.
you
I
see
think Joey still looks so good.
I
He looks
guess so.
good.
I guess so.
He's a dad. He's a dad.
I
Or a
guess so. But I,
But if
He's
you-
a gil. He's a
If you, see
gil.
the, if you see the trailer, instant tears. Like for me, instant tears.
I mean,
Okay.
I didn't instantly cry, but Lisa Kudrow, she did make me cry.
for what?
don't know what I'm talking about.
Hmm.
No, I'm gonna
It
start
was-
crying
it
and I
was
haven't
very-
seen anything.
It was very touching. It was very.
Hmm. Okay.
Something that it was so spot on. Beautiful.
Yeah.
Huh.
Really?
Okay.
I mean,
Oh my
I'm a
God.
crier. I can cry with anything. Like I can see a movie, and by the end, I'm like sobbing. Like I'm very emotional. And with this trailer, I was like watching it super chill, and then it's so beautiful.
Yeah, okay. I guess I'm gonna cry
But yeah.
when this comes out.
No,
Yeah.
no expectations, like Andrea said, because no, I don't want to get disappointed. Like surprise me.
Okay.
Yes, that's what I want.
What I want from this is for them to talk about the show, what they did, maybe some behind the scenes stories that we don't know. I want to see returning cast members, talk about the show and
You
see
wanna
how they
Well, that's
are.
in the
You want to
guest
see
list.
Gunther? I
That's
know.
in the guest.
Gunther.
You
I
know,
want to see
the other
Gunther.
part.
You want to see Gunther?
Yes, I want to see Gunther. Is he still creepy? I don't know. Like, I want to see all these people coming
I
back.
haven't seen the guest list.
Actually,
Yeah.
I want to see if he still has hair.
The
or is he
hair.
actually bald already.
I mean, you guys want to see the guest list? I guess there's some. I have some thoughts on it. I'll share it right here.
Because I think that they could have like a better guest list. I
Yeah.
thought that they could actually try and like get all
What?
of them, or maybe more like the best ones. Like I don't know why Lady Gaga is there.
Or
Karaoke
BTS.
is
Yeah.
there, Cindy
BTS.
Crawford,
Doing there.
BTS, like
What the
why?
heck?
BTS.
BTS.
BTS. What?
Justin
what the
Bieber?
hell,
What the hell?
baby?
What are you doing
BTS.
there?
Go there.
Hold
for.
up.
Yeah. I can't wait to see David
Oh.
Beckham. Like, what?
What the heck?
What is
Kit
he going to do,
Harington,
play
I mean,
soccer?
he is handsome as shit. But why is he doing there?
But
Eye candy? I
Justin
don't
Bieber,
know.
what are you gonna do?
It's
What are you
like,
gonna do? Is it too late? Is it too late now to say sorry?
Right.
Oh yeah, Rachel, this is for you.
yeah, I can't wait to see James Corden. Like, oh, I love the show. I'm such a fan of the show. I'm like, oh, I don't want to see that shit.
Malala
Like,
there
this
too.
show is fantastic. I'm a Rachel fan. I'm like, okay, I know what you're gonna say. Like, I don't want to see. I don't want these celebrities there. I don't want them there. We don't need them.
That's my question. Why are they there? We only seen this because of, the cast and them.
Yeah.
They're the stars.
Are they?
Why?
Are they gonna be part of the episode, or are they gonna be part of the reunion?
Probably
I
they're
don't
just
like
gonna
that.
talk about their experiences growing up with the show. The same.
Yeah,
But
exactly. That's all they're gonna do.
They could
like, I don't care about them. I don't
No.
care. I just want to see,
That's like-
I
Exactly. I
mean,
want to see the
cast.
whole
I
character.
would have loved to see what's it, Cole Sprouse? He was
Yes,
the one
Cole-
that played.
Yes.
Exactly.
Fucking
Yes,
Ben.
exactly.
He's not here.
Brad Pitt,
I mean,
like,
I thought this is what I thought. I thought that the extra cast that here and there, Bruce Willis,
Oh, I forgot
Yeah,
about
the
him too.
other-
daughter that he had also.
exactly. Like all those people.
The woman that was a paleontologist.
Yes, her too.
Well,
Who
who?
else?
Oh, Charlie? You mean Charlie?
That one of
Yes.
Ross.
Yes.
Oh.
Charlie.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I mean, because like, it's disappointing because I watched the first Prince reunion and it was just the cast talking about the show. That's why I loved it and they got into the story. So having all these ex-celebrities, I don't need to see them. I mean, the ones in the list that are from the
You already
show,
see them.
I mean, some of them are interesting. Like Elliot Gould is Monica and Ross's dad, so that's cool to see them. Larry Hanking is Mr.
Yes.
Heckles, so that'd be cool to see him.
That was.
I mean,
but
But he's dead.
they're-
I thought he was dead.
Same. I thought the same. It was a
Like,
surprise when I saw
was-
the name.
he was
look at him
really
at that
old.
First season, and you're like, oh,
And
he's
he's
in a
done.
coffin like in 5 minutes.
Dude,
Yeah,
also
okay.
Tom Selleck.
They're like,
Oh, Tom Selleck.
when he's out.
He had to be there. I mean, it's Tom
The
Selleck.
infamous
Come on.
Richard.
Oh, Richard. I'll talk about Richard. I mean,
No,
Christina
Richard has to
Pickles.
Yes.
be there.
She's the
Yes,
Monica's
Tom
mom.
Selleck is Richard, people. Come on.
I mean, but
Gunther.
people you're saying it's understandable because they were in the show. Like
Mhm.
then I want to see like
Yeah, I wanna see
what
that.
were their experiences and all that.
I wanna
But
see everything related to the
BTS,
show.
Justin Bieber,
No, Justin Bieber. I mean, Maggie Wheeler, who's
Like,
Janice, she'll be there.
we already
Oh,
see them plenty,
oh
like everywhere.
My God.
God. Oh
If
my
she's not
God.
there-
You know she's gonna be there. No, she's there.
Yeah.
She's there. She's in the
He's
list.
gonna
She's
be
there.
there.
Oh
Yeah.
no, I know. I said that if she wasn't there,
Oh, she wasn't there. Oh no, she wasn't
The
there.
reaction.
Mm.
I was going to have a meltdown.
And
I was
Reese
gonna be-
Witherspoon.
This is
Reese
the
Witherspoon's the
last time you're going
sister.
to do this to me,
She was
Shepard,
there
babe.
exactly.
Yeah, so Reese Witherspoon is gonna be in the reunion, so that makes sense. But where's the other sister? She's not on the list. Like, where is
That's
she?
true.
Christina Applegate? She's not in here. Like, obviously, like you said, Anamari, like Cole Sprouse. The hell? I mean, he's huge right now. He's in Riverdale. He's done Zack and Cody. He did movies. Like, you're not gonna put him in the
Yes.
show? What? Like,
Yes. Like
I even want-
Jack.
I didn't want to see
That's-
baby Ben. Like, is he still cute? Is he still blue eyes? Like, is he? I don't know. Where's baby Ben? I want to see him too.
Right?
I want to see baby Ben. That'd be cool.
Well,
I mean-
if they brought Baby Ben, they should have brought also.
Emma.
Emma.
Oh, Emma, exactly.
Emma too.
I mean, Paul
and the
Rudd.
twins. And
Paul
the
Rudd.
like the
Like-
triplets. The
Oh, the
triplets.
triplets.
Triplets. The
The
triplets.
triplets.
Oh, that's
I'll give
true.
you
And then the
triplets.
twins.
But
the twins.
the twins were like dolls.
Yeah, they
so-
were. Yeah,
They were not.
Yeah.
They weren't.
I want to see him.
and
But-
Cole.
But I
I
mean,
thought
what
they
about
were.
Paul Rudd? The biggest one you can find.
Rudd.
Oh, Rudd.
He's not in this.
Who?
It's
Paul
like-
Rudd.
Paul Rudd, you know,
Phoebe's-
Mike.
Phoebe's
I love Phoebe marries.
Yeah, I mean, he's doing
No,
Ant-Man, I
and-
guess, but what the hell?
and Phoebe's brother too.
Oh yeah, Phoebe's
and,
brother, Phoebe's first
Frank.
boyfriend.
Frank.
Oh, Frank
Frankie,
Jr.
yeah.
Jr.
Frank Jr.
The mom from that '70s show. She's not gonna be in this apparently
Yes.
too. Like the fuck.
Oh yeah.
I mean,
the
I want to
wife-
see her again.
The wife. That's the big stereotype that they actually went into at the 90s. You know, like a relationship where you have
Yes.
a teacher in her 30s and 40s and a
Student.
18-year-old, 17-year-old that they
Mhm.
find love. And
Well,
that's why I also like and love Friends, is that they break all these stereotypes in the 90s. That
Exactly.
they were so ahead
They're
of
so
themselves.
ahead of their time, like touching
Yes.
all this kinds of
Ooh, I
subjects.
get goosebumps and everything.
I mean, there's a lot of people they didn't bring, like Susan and Carol. They're not in this apparently.
Susan and Carol.
Chandler's parents,
Disappointing.
Rachel's parents are not in this.
That's okay.
Rachel.
Emily,
That's-
Emily, the biggest love interest of Ross. He's not in this. She's not in this either. Like, I was like, there's a lot of people who are not in this. So I mean, I heard there's gonna be surprises. So I'm not sure what that means. So we'll see.
Mm.
I didn't know about that. See,
That's what I
know
heard.
nothing.
That's what I heard. Is like
I know
surprises. So it's just there's a lot of people that are not in this. I'm like, what the hell? Even like
Yeah.
Gary the cop, he's not in the shit either. I want to see him too. The manager from Central Park, I want to see him. Fuck it. I even want to see.
I know. I want to see Gary the cop.
you want to see Gary the cop? You don't want to see
No.
him?
No. Why? Why
Or
would I
what
wanna
about-
see Gary? He was
Oh,
so.
And what about Julie?
I didn't like it.
Julie, the first
Julie.
girlfriend of the show.
I
The only Asian character of the whole
Julie?
fucking show, and she's not in this. Fucking-
That's true.
but Julie's such a pussy.
Why? They did nothing with her. They did nothing with Julie. That's why. She
She's
just
such a
wasted.
For Julie, bro.
She's such a pussy.
Wasted.
Like if I found out that, you know, someone betrayed me and with someone that I don't know but I know of, I will kill her. And she's such a pussy.
I don't
You
know.
just got anger issues, bro.
She's still a pussy and she's so nice. She's so nice.
yes,
It's
she's
like,
so nice.
I don't like her.
Poor Julie, bro. Come on.
Poor Julie. Come on. She was wasted. She was wasted and she got thrown out. Ross broke up with her. Ross broke up with her with like nothing.
She
It's
was
like,
a trash.
man, that's sad. I
She
didn't
was
like that.
Like that recycled bin. Like that Ross had just because, you know,
Poor thing.
that second plate.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That is something that bothers me. That, you know, Ross gets a girlfriend and then suddenly out of the blue, oh, Rachel's now interested. And when like he breaks up with a girl and they get back like together, everything goes to shit. And then
so glad
they
that
break
you got-
up. They break up and he finds another girlfriend
I'm
and now
so-
Rachel
I'm
again is so
so
interested.
glad that you brought up this because I say that the most underrated couple actually is, and the best one will always be Monica and Chandler.
Of course. That's so awesome. They're the best. No. They're the best couple.
No, and I will get you, and I will say my point, and I will say my point. Just hear me out.
She told me her point.
Just hear me out.
Bring it.
Hear my
Bring
point.
it.
Hear my point. Hear my point. You know, there's some episodes that they go throwbacks, right?
Yes.
There's a throwback where she's fat and she hears Chandler saying, I don't want to get stuck with your fat sister. And then she gets all fit. And then Chandler starts liking her.
That is true.
And then they become friends, you know, throughout the years.
Mm-hmm.
And then they both fall in love with each other at the same time.
It
So
was-
since the beginning, they
It was
always
something
liked
more
each other.
organic. It was something like
Exactly.
more natural, more organic. They took their time. They were friends first.
And they're actually real. It's something that's real. That's genuine.
I agree.
That's reciprocate. So I think that the best one, and there's no divorces, there's
That's
no,
true.
oh, oops, I had a baby, or, you know, Monica actually helps him out to being, you know, this type of person that's afraid of commitment to actually commit and be a man about it.
And they
actually
care a
grow the
lot
fuck
about each
up.
other.
And
They
they
care a
actually
lot.
care about each other. And they're
Yes.
actually a team.
And they
actually
talk
rely on
things.
one another.
They talk things. They talk about their problems and
And they're not toxic. They're not toxic.
Oh.
In comparison
Oh my
with,
God.
you know, Rachel and
With
Ross.
Rachel and Ross,
Oh,
It's a
they're
yeah.
not
lot.
toxic
Yeah, that's for
at
sure.
all.
Oh,
Rachel and
but,
Ross are very toxic.
oh yeah, they're horrible. They're the worst couple of the whole
So
show.
that's
in
my
opinion.
point.
Like,
Monica
I
and
don't
Shet
get it.
That's
And
my
they,
point.
the surprise is they like end up together. Like in the season, they end up together.
Yeah.
Nah.
I mean, I'll talk about Chandler and Monica a little bit. I have to disagree hardly with that, but
Oh.
but I'll talk about that. I'll talk
no.
about that. But before we get to the show, I want to ask you guys, what do you think of the theme song? What do you guys think of the theme song of the show? I mean, it's a
I
good
think
show.
it's
It's a
the
good
best
theme song.
one.
It's the best
It's
one.
so
It's
It's
up
the
there.
best one. You know, I will always be there for you. You know, when the rain starts to pour, you know, I'll be there for you when you need me. When whatever happens, I will always be there. That's a friend.
That is the main
That's the best
theme
friend.
of the whole series. Like, doesn't matter
Exactly.
what it happens in your life or the struggles you go with or relationships or whatever it is, you're gonna have your
When your
friend
love
there.
lives the away.
You're gonna have like you know the only constant thing for them was like their friendship. You know, they had struggles with work, they had struggle with love life, they had struggle with parents, etc. But it was nice
With their
to see
own life in
exactly
general, personal life.
it was nice to see that they like get back together and they lean on that friendship. Like that that is
Yes.
always gonna be constant for them. Doesn't matter.
And they actually
I get
made,
chills.
and they're actually made, you know, like a family in the show. They're family.
They basically
they are a
live
family.
together.
Yeah.
That's true. That's true.
Rachel and Monica, their names, their real names.
Oh, David Schwimmer.
Jennifer
Jennifer
and
Aniston. David Schwimmer.
Courtney.
Courtney.
Oh, Courtney. Oh.
I always forget that name, Courtney. They always FaceTime and talk to each other like almost every day
Oh.
since the show ended.
Mm-hmm.
You know that is
So they're always like connected.
it's a surprise. Like I heard like a few interviews that they say like having one good actor or having like one connection with two actors, it's really rare. But having like six that they all get along, they have this amazing connection with each other.
It rarely
It's
happens.
bonkers.
Mm-hmm.
It's really rare.
It's cool, and I think some of the guys haven't spoken to each other since then, or many years. So it'll be cool to see that reunion. I think it'll be interesting. And the theme song, I really like the theme song. I think it's one of the most iconic ones in television history. I think so. I do like the theme song, and I just want to get into the show. Let's go talk.
You can actually just hear like in the background, and you'll be like, "Well, that's a good song." And you keep like, you know, just walking.
They're like, yeah, it's a good theme. I really like it, but I want to
really
get
catching.
I want to get deep
and you're
into
with your
the show.
best friend, and you're like, "Oh, you're my buddy."
And even more if you know like the show and you hear it like out of the background, you go like, and you like start singing it like in an instant. Like,
It's good.
Song. No,
I know. Like you're like this, and in my head, you're playing the song.
You're playing it right now in your head?
Yes.
Me too. We're all playing in our head. Me too. But like, what do you guys think of the first episode of the show? Like that first episode is like it's weird, right? I mean, the first few minutes, like it's just them talking in the coffee shop, and Chandler's talking about my penis is a telephone. I dreamt about it, and I was like, fuck. Joey with the hair on the side with the black jacket doesn't wear anymore. Like I remember seeing that pilot for the first time. It's like, wow, this is a completely different show. Okay, it's not what I expected, but it's cool.
Actually, for me, it was when Jennifer Aniston just like
Oh,
you
she's
know
like,
when
In a
Ross
dress.
is
Wedding
saying,
dress.
yeah,
Be married
and
again.
Chandler says, and I just won $1 million.
yeah, I was
We're
like,
just waiting for the $1 million to arrive.
like the favorite
Because
part
Ross
of that.
says he wants to be married again, and Rachel enters wearing a wedding dress, and he's like, and I want $1 million. Where
I
is
like
it?
that. And that thing
Like-
surprised me because I always thought before I sent the show, I thought she was always part of the crew from the beginning. So her being the newbie, the outcast,
Yeah.
that surprised me. I was like, oh, I thought she was part of the Friends forever. So that was a interesting
That is
little
true.
Something that I
What?
like.
Yeah.
No, it was
That's what it
cool.
was. She knew Ross and Monica and Chandler when they were
And
teenagers.
Phoebe.
Mm-hmm. No,
I don't think she knew Phoebe.
Wait.
Where did Phoebe actually came in to be then?
She was
I don't
Monica's
remember.
roommate. That's how she actually.
Oh yes,
Yeah.
yes,
Was
yes, yes,
Monica's
yes, 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 yes.
roommate.
I remember.
But Joey was the last one, like in the
Yeah.
5,
mhm,
to like come in.
Yes.
exactly.
And then it was Rachel.
Mm-hmm.
And then it was Rachel. So that's why I was surprised. I thought all of them were always together. So I was like, oh,
Yeah.
that's interesting. The best part of that intro
Oh,
is
that's
Ross
the
being
point.
miserable. I love that shit. I love when Ross is miserable.
Hi.
It's like, yes, he's sad. Yes, love it.
He only has 2 moods: depressed and
Yeah, it's like,
sad.
I mean, he gets crazier later on in the show. He's like, what the fuck is wrong with this dude? But
He
I
gets
like.
really cringy.
He gets
From
really
0
crazy.
to 100.
Oh my
And I
god.
can admit that.
But I love how the show, because the show
Yeah,
has
so
like this, it has this like absurdist tone. So like he immediately brings the idea of like, oh, my wife is a lesbian. Like that just came out of nowhere. What? Like okay, okay, that's how we start the show. That's interesting.
And another stereotype. That's the thing. And
Mhm.
the ex is pregnant, and
Oh,
there's you know 2 lesbian life partners.
Mm-hmm.
And a father, and a guy, a family of 3.
Mhm.
Another stereotype that they break in the 90s.
In the
that
90s.
was,
It's-
impossible.
No,
And
it was
in
cool.
the first season, and in the first episode or second episode?
Oh yeah, the baby.
No, second episode. He finds out in the second episode
Oh yeah, he's
that
gonna have a baby.
Carol's.
And he's the dad.
But what's really weird is
Yeah.
that they changed that.
Yeah, I
Carol.
was gonna say that.
Oh
They-
yeah.
But you
Listen,
know what?
they
I'm
changed
so
her.
glad they did.
Yes.
This one's better.
That's weird.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Didn't work.
That
It
is
didn't
true.
work.
So much better.
Yeah. This new
The
season's
other one worked better. Though. That's true.
The other one was like not even
And
like
she wasn't
Yeah.
that beautiful.
but the upgrade of Susan, she was like more into it, I don't know,
Yeah.
I felt her.
She had
Oh,
a
I
more
love
meaner
better
side,
the-
but I liked it.
the
She had a more like I don't give a fuck.
Exactly.
She and her sarcasm are
I
Yeah, the
love Susan's
sarcasm was on
sarcasm.
point. I love it. So
Exactly.
I like
always.
I like that introduction of stuff and Rachel's story. Do you guys like her arc? Because I do like how she begins this like the spoiled girl. She doesn't know anything because she's always codependent. And then I like seeing her grow up as this like independent fashion person. Like it's a cool story.
So I would like to say something like that, because that's someone that I actually said at first that I relate to, because I still depend on my dad, and I'm 25 years old. So it's like I'm always thinking about, since desde que cumplí años, I've always been thinking like, I want to be independent. I want to have my own job. And I actually worked at Forever 21, that is a fashion store. And I love clothes, and you know that. You know that very
Yeah.
well.
Yeah, that's true. Yep. You love the
And
clothes.
so I
Talking to
actually
Rachel.
can relate to her in her storyline.
Maybe that's why you like
Yeah.
a lot of clothes, and I like that because
Andrea has a Phoebe personality though.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
You have a Phoebe.
Yeah.
It's a
I
mix.
see Phoebe. Yeah, I can see Phoebe in you. That is true. It just her stories. It's interesting to see how she developed and grew to become this mature, independent person by the end of the show. It's like wow,
Mhm.
like this
Yes.
is very
And
cool.
having
Kudos.
a baby on her own.
Yeah.
That's
Mhm.
another thing.
That's very
In that
underrated.
in the late 90s and early 20s or early 2000s, sorry. That's something. That's another stereotype that they break.
Mhm.
Mm-hmm.
That is true.
And
Single
it's so
mother.
important to say that, I'm a woman, I work, and I can have a baby, and I can do my own stuff. And I can still be independent and take care of my child.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that's true.
And she grew up to be a mom
Yeah.
and have a high position in her work
Mm-hmm.
that she, slowly
herself.
came up to it.
Yeah, she earned.
Yeah.
Started from the bottom.
Mhm.
Now we're here.
Hey.
You know,
That is true.
I like that
Right.
she at some point, I don't know like the right lines, so you can like guide me, Andrea, when she said like no ovaries, no opinion. You know that
Oh,
kind
oh,
of
yeah.
that line.
Oh yeah.
I'm like, yes, that's another
That's true.
thing, you know?
Yeah.
I like.
Preach.
I do get frustrated with her in season 1. Like, for example, she goes with Paulo.
Why?
I'm like, bro, Paulo is a fucking
Oh.
sexual harasser,
Italian guy.
predator. I
Yeah.
mean,
Humans do in general. They go for the sexy humans. Like
yeah.
it's in
And,
our nature.
I mean,
For
I
the
mean, I
look.
don't blame her at first because she's free to sleep with whoever she wants, to distract
But
herself.
she's
That's cool.
always been like that. She's always been like that. Remember that.
Mhm.
And it's the first season.
But it's like when she gets back with him.
It's looking at her.
She's still on that
trying-
mindset.
Yeah.
That's true. It's just when she gets back with him, it's so
But you
frustrating.
can watch her in her first season.
Just to get
Yeah.
back to that
It
boss,
must-
probably.
Like he groped her friend,
yeah.
and you still sleep with him. Like fuck you, Rachel. What
No,
the hell, man?
that's a
Don't
big
do that.
no.
But that
Don't
happened.
do that.
That happened at the
That is so
second
true.
season. Yeah, that's when you
It's like
at the first
come
and
on,
second
man.
season you see her like trying to change and trying to be more mature and be more, having more independent in her decisions, in her making decisions. So
okay.
it's like
Paulo still said that.
she's trying to do a lot, but you gotta understand that us women sometimes we have our fallouts just like men,
And it's called
and shit
Paulo.
happens, and it's okay. It happened one time and that was it.
but he
That's true.
she went back with him after he groped her friend. Like don't do that. Shit. Like come on,
No.
Rachel.
But it was only for sex. It was
I
only
wouldn't
for
do that.
sex.
I wouldn't do
Nothing more.
that.
It was just
I wouldn't do that.
No.
No, I
She was
wouldn't do that.
No,
so
still.
she was feeling so pity for herself that she actually
Yeah.
went to Paulo. So that's when
No.
and I can get that because I was actually disappointed, just like everyone else. Like really, Paulo, just like
Yeah.
Ross and hey, just like pushed him away.
Yeah, it's
They're
I got
aggressive.
disappointed in her. I got disappointed in her, and also I hate how they played it, the whole groping thing, like it's a joke. Like oh, Phoebe got groped. Ha ha ha! Like I was like I would have been more serious with that shit. Okay.
Yeah.
No, but
that's
they
true.
actually
It's the 90s, like,
serious.
I don't know. She was like he touched my
That's
ass,
another
and then
thing.
we went along.
You know, yeah,
I don't know.
but
It's
they
just,
took it seriously
I thought it could have
because
been better.
when
Oh, go ahead.
oh yeah, that's true.
Because
Well, at least-
they
But
played
yeah,
off.
when
It's not like she stayed with him like, oh no, you're lying. Like, what are you saying? You're just
Oh
trying
no,
to
no, that's true.
break us. At least they did that. They did something. But yeah, they
Yeah.
should have.
I mean, we forget the scene where he's in the apartment and he still touches her in the apartment with the friends in there, and it's like, ha ha ha, it's a joke. I'm like, it's fucked up, man. Like he's literally touching her
But that's
appropriately.
the second time. That's when he
Mhm.
comes back.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So it's
Yeah.
like,
Yeah.
yeah, it's I don't know. They try to play it as a joke, but it's so uncomfortable. So I don't. It's not funny, but I don't know. Like the only thing
That's
I
why
got
a lot of
disappointed.
people.
Oh, go ahead.
I'm sorry.
Oh, go ahead.
It's just in that matter that there's some people that say that Friends it's very sexist,
Oh, yeah, I'll talk about that.
and that's one of the points that they actually talk about. And I can give it to them. And you actually like brought it up, and I actually remember that talking to friends, to my friends, and they saying that, and I was like, oh yeah, that's right.
Yeah, and the other thing I got disappointed with Rachel in that season too is that it's like, okay, does she like Ross? Because she's unaware that Ross is following her. But then there's some points where when they're doing the laundry and she kisses him out of nowhere. Who the fuck does that?
Mm-hmm.
Like,
Mm-hmm.
I mean,
That's in the first season. That's in the first season. Not the
I
second
know.
one.
No, that's what I'm saying. In the first season, like she kisses him, but she's not aware that he likes her, or I don't think she even likes him back. But she kisses him, like what the fuck? And then she drinks about him
always
sexually.
Knew that.
Yeah.
She
Always knew that he liked her.
always knew that Ross had a crush on Rachel. She
Really?
always knew that.
I don't know
That's
if
some
like
bullshit.
if
That's some bullshit.
if
You know
she's
why?
looking
You
for
know
No.
like
why?
comfort.
She did not
Dude,
know.
come
Why?
on, come on.
Because Monica was her best friend, and Monica always told her
But at the end, she was like, "Oh wait, he
when
likes
they were
me."
growing
What?
up. When they were growing up,
Super oblivious.
when they were growing up, she always knew that. Maybe not when they got older. Maybe she was like, mira, maybe, él lo dejó pasar. Time went on and he forgot about me. Pero back when they were like, in high school, well, yeah, she knew.
Did she?
Okay,
But-
okay.
Yeah.
But still, like let's say
Fine.
when you're with a friend who you don't know he likes you, maybe you don't like him. Would you kiss him out of nowhere in the mouth? I don't think
No.
so. Like don't
No.
do that.
Of course not.
She did that to him. Like, Rachel,
Like I don't know
that.
if like she was taking not a kind of advantage or whatever, but like she's in this new place, like
I
she
mean, I
needed,
get
like,
excited,
that
but I don't
kind
kiss
of
my friends on the lips.
comfort. I know. I'm talking about her.
Oh.
I don't know if she's seeking for like this kind of comfort, like I know this person or whatever, but still.
It's just it's
You would
it's weird. It's like, Rachel, why'd you do that?
Yeah.
But I don't know. Strange. So I hated that shit. It's like, Rachel, what are you doing? You don't like him, but you doing that shit to him? Come on.
then you exactly. Then you lead him on, and then like he gets all cut up, and then I don't really like you, but heartbroken.
Well, in
Oh,
Italy, you actually greet people kissing them in the mouth.
He's not Italian though.
Bro.
Come on.
But she's not.
You don't know
We're not in
anything.
Italy.
Hey, so if other people can do it, why can't she?
Because
She didn't know about that.
It's their custom. I don't know. She's
She didn't know about that
Italian.
custom. She didn't know about that
Wow.
custom. She didn't know anything. Maybe Paolo teach him that. Like,
defend my
oh.
girl. I'm gonna defend my girl.
Still,
Dude,
though. Still.
Don't you remember the episode where Ross is talking to her and he's like, I don't know if you know this, but I used to have a huge crush on you. And she was like,
Yes,
I know.
Oh,
that's the
And
first
he goes,
episode.
so could I
Mhm.
maybe sometime ask you out? And she's like, yes. So she knew. I think it was more like a script. Fuck up. That's what I'm
yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, I was like,
Thank you, Antamari. Thank you. I love you.
it's I don't know. Sometimes
Uh.
it's inconsistent. It's very inconsistent, but I don't know.
Yeah.
I just got frustrated. I remember that stuff. I'm like, what the hell? But I
But
mean,
you know what? When you
What?
said that, I actually remembered, and this is the whole point, and I know that you're going to get into it in a few minutes. She was the one that said, let's go on a break.
Oh, did she? Well, that's true.
She was the
That's
one
true.
that said it.
She was the
That's
one
true.
that said
was the
That's
one
true.
She said
She
it.
did say it. That's true. She did. I heard it's like, yeah. She said let's go on a break. But did she mean break on like was break up or we're gonna get on a break?
That,
Like a break
I
up
think that like
or
that
a
wasn't like super clear, but still like let's
You
go on a
know
break.
what?
Let's
There is.
take this
That
easy.
is super clear because Ross says, okay, then maybe we should get some frozen yogurt or something. And she says a break from us.
Yeah. So it's like
But
it's just a
that
little
means some time apart.
yeah some time apart,
time
right?
apart,
She
but it doesn't
actually
mean
makes
that
it
he gets
clear.
to go and like
And
hook
have
up
sex
with a
some other
coffee
girl.
machine
Makes
girl.
it clear that they're broken up. Like not broken up, but they're
Just
on
like a break. Just so
from
yeah.
each other.
Mhm,
Uh-huh.
yeah.
And ella se arrepiente and calls him the other morning or the
Yeah.
night before, or the same night, telling
Yeah.
him, oh, I'm gonna go past like at 8 a.m. through your house, blah 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 blah. I'm so arrepentida. Like, oh.
Yeah. Oh, like, yeah, Ross fucked up. I mean, we all know that. Ross fucked up. I mean, he was
Ross
drunk
fucked
or
up.
whatever, but still, you don't be that
Ross fucked
stupid.
up.
No, he
I think
fucked
was
up.
even drunk.
If you
Come
actually
on.
love someone, you don't like, a ti no te gusta que te hagan, tú no haces lo que a ti no te gusta que te hagan.
Mhm.
Mhm.
That's true. I mean,
So
let's talk about the relationship before they broke up. It's terrible. It's the worst relationship I've ever seen. It sucks. Ross is manipulative,
for me,
controlling.
it was
He's
toxic
insecure.
At the end.
Yeah, he's a
I
piece
think
of
that's-
shit.
He's
That's a big
insecure
part.
at
Wait,
the
wait, I just
end.
remember something.
He's at the end.
Dude, I just remember something. Ross fucked up, but at the same time he didn't because he called Rachel from the club and he heard Mark.
Yeah, but I still would have been like, what is that about? I wouldn't be like,
But Rachel didn't do
That is
anything.
true. I totally forgot about
Rachel
that.
I mean,
didn't
me
do
personally, I would've
anything.
been mad.
Exactly, but she didn't do anything. Like he was just like stopping by or something like that.
Yeah, he was just talking. I
And
mean,
they just talked.
That is
What I
really
hate
weird.
about
Like, she
that-
just told me we're on a break or something, and some random guy has to. Come on, I would have been mad if I were Ross.
nah, I would have been
kinda am
like,
Ross
I would have been
sometimes.
like, wait,
Course.
I would have been, what's the
Hold up.
context of this?
Man.
Who's this guy?
Exactly.
Yeah, and I
like
can understand that it can be misleading and
Mhm.
misunderstanding.
that
But
all this happened
He
because
still
of
fucked up.
miscommunication.
No, he's still
period.
fucked up. Yeah, but what I hate
Yeah,
about the
because-
Mark thing,
you,
His
he
communication.
didn't have to. He didn't have to like actually
He
sleep
didn't
with someone
have to sleep
just
with
because
someone.
Rachel is with
I
someone
would have
else.
been mad, but I wouldn't have slept
You
with
know?
someone else though. I would have
Exactly.
been the next day like, yo, what was that about? Like, I know I got mad,
Mhm.
but
I don't
something
need
happened.
to be vindictive to be like that.
Mhm.
Just to now you feel how I feel. See what I
Mhm.
mean? Like
Mhm.
there's a lot of people that doesn't value love.
Mhm.
And if you actually love someone, no matter what, you wouldn't do that.
And then she like some like a season like later she said like I said those things because I was mad, not because like I stopped loving you.
yeah. But
That's
they-
true.
but what I
They
hate
only
is,
needed to sit the fuck down and talk it out.
oh, yeah. I mean, they did for like
Clear
2
the air.
hours.
I mean, but
For hours.
yeah, they talked for hours about
it
it.
I
But
mean,
he had already fucked up at that point.
Yeah, I
But
mean, the whole
before he-
conversation though.
exactly.
That conversation was real. I was like, damn, this shit is too real for me. I'm like, oh my god.
Yo,
Flashback.
you
oh my
know
God.
that in that actual scene after they cut the scene,
She started
the actors actually start like
crying.
they wouldn't stop crying for like
Really?
an hour or half an hour, something like that,
Really?
because
It's
the scene
intense.
was so powerful. And that's why
It's
when
intense.
you see it,
It
it's
was.
actually real because they are actually really crying, really feeling.
They
the
have the
breakup.
emotions in high. Yeah.
No, it was.
But it's true.
It was sad.
But the thing I was saying that like before anyone did anything, like, okay, let's take a break. I mean, you in your apartment, me in my apartment, let's talk about this when we're like, level-headed and talk it out tomorrow. Like not go crazy because you're in the heat of the moment, you're mad. No one's gonna like talk sanely.
But Ross no comprende. He's stupid. He's stupid.
No, I know.
No, he doesn't. It's
Ross is
Stupido. We
dumb.
have Stupido.
I mean,
Ross is
at the
stupid
end
as
of the day,
shit.
he's a guy. Most of the guys would have act like that.
I mean,
Wait,
it's just
you
even in that
changed.
relationship, he was terrible. Even before they
But
started
also-
dating, he did the pros and cons
She's
list,
weird.
and his cons for her was like,
Yes.
shit, they were terrible. I'm like,
I
wow,
know.
bro. She's a waitress. Like, what? That's not an issue. He's a waitress. She's a waitress. He's ditzy.
That's not an issue.
He said a lot of horrible
Yes.
shit. I'm like, wow, like, go fuck yourself,
Yeah,
bro.
like,
He was really mean about it.
oh yeah,
He was mean. That was mean.
he's very
To
condescending.
do a
to her.
pros and cons between two persons and actually compare them.
Mm-hmm.
Es como que
That's
Dude,
fine.
you should
then
never,
don't be with any of them.
never,
Mhm.
never. Like,
Yeah.
if you do that,
if you have to, if
No,
you have
thank
to
you.
make a choice, don't choose yourself.
exactly.
If you
Yeah.
have to make a choice, choose yourself. Fuck it.
If you're questioning anything about the relationship, just be with your own self.
With
Think about
another
it.
person, like with a third person, it's like, then fuck it. No.
Mm-hmm.
Because,
It-
seriously, you don't know what you want, and if you don't know what you want,
He does
He
not
fucked
know.
it up.
be in a relationship.
He
Oh,
fucked
he
it
fucked
up.
it up. And the whole relationship was terrible. I mean, they were both bad. I mean, they were bad in both parts because Monica. I mean, Rachel was still manipulative sometimes. She had that manipulative shit with her, but he was the worst. But they only had like maybe two good, sweet, tiny little moments when like they were in the museum and they had that little date. That was like kind of nice, I guess. Right?
That was cute.
That was good.
Oh,
I like the
in the
part that-
museum?
The
Mhm.
juice part.
Oh, the
Yeah,
oh,
the museum.
that was cool. And I think what else? That was it, right? That's the only sweet thing they ever did because they were horrible. I mean, he was
Yeah.
condescending, belittling her the whole time. He was fuck Ross, man. But I'll talk about that shit. But the relationship sucks. The best relationship that came from this
Period.
season of the whole show is Monica and Richard. I love them to pieces.
Monica.
I think Monica and Richard
Richard.
are the best. Yes, Monica and Richard. Richard is he's so
True.
nice. He's sweet,
Mature.
caring. I mean, the whole age gap thing is weird because like he saw her as a kid.
Doctor.
That was
He's
weird.
got money.
Oh yes.
He's got money too. I mean,
That is-
he's so nice, man. The mustache, it's all good too. I
The
mean,
mustache.
I would let him cuddle me. I'm like, just take me with you, Tom Selleck. I mean, that relationship is good. That relationship is really good, and the way they broke
That
up
relationship
is
was
sad.
really good, but don't you think that it ended like really quickly?
They lasted for like a season, right? A season and a half, I think. Maybe.
Yeah, but come on.
No, I mean
You
the
were still
breakup.
on it.
I mean the breakup.
Oh.
Like it was really quickly.
I mean, it made sense why they broke up. They wanted both. They both wanted different things. They couldn't coincide. So I
Yeah,
get
she
that.
wanted-
Yeah, I know.
So that's
She
really
wanted
sad
a
because that shit is
family.
real.
He already had
That
kids.
shit is real.
Yeah.
God, man,
Yeah.
that sucks.
You know
He
that
was
like
too old
that
for
breakup was really
But-
sad. Like
Mhm.
he
Exactly, and
really
you know what?
felt
He's
it.
still a dumbass. He's still a dumbass, but because then when she's
Why?
engaged, she's like,
He was like, "I'll give
losing
you
was the
a
best
kid, blah, blah,
thing
blah,
I
blah."
have ever done. Fuck you, bitch. You left
Wait,
me.
Richard?
Now deal
Richard?
with it, motherfucker.
What did Richard do? What did he do? What did he do bad?
But after she's engaged,
and
he was
yeah.
like, "I'll give you everything. I'll marry you, give you kids or whatever."
Everything. That's true.
Yeah, in season 6.
He should have just done that from the
And-
beginning.
And I was like, "Oh, now you're saying all those things, right? Because now you're gonna lose me like forever."
I mean,
Yeah.
people are
Man,
people.
bro, come on.
I mean, I understand his
Don't do that.
point because he's old. He's like he has kids already. They're grown as fucking kids. I get his stance. He's like, I don't want another kid. I'll be like in my 60s when I have a kid. You know, I get his part.
Yeah, but
Still.
60? He
yeah,
will
but
be
if you
dead.
think like that.
He'll
Say
be-
like that.
God.
Don't waste someone's time. He was gonna waste Monica's time.
That's true. I don't know. I love the relationship. I
But,
thought it
like-
was sweet. I thought it was real. I thought it was like
It was like, it
chemist-
was a sweet relationship, yeah, but they wanted
I
different
like
things.
Monica and
Someone that
Chandler
doesn't want the
I
same
would
thing.
say Monica and Chandler too.
forever.
Chandler has to be
Forever.
the best, honestly.
Shit's
Or-
so
Oh,
hard.
God,
Liam-
no.
Underrated.
There's-
God, yes.
I mean, I don't know. I mean, also the Phoebe story. I don't really care about her story.
What's that?
Like, oh, my dad this and my mom. I'm like, I'm gonna meet.
My
I'm gonna
mom
meet my
committed
mom.
suicide.
Care about
Maybe,
her
bro.
story.
Like, I'm gonna meet my mom.
But
Like, I don't give a shit. I don't give a fuck. Like, your mom.
That's my dad, the one
But
who
why
left
don't
us.
you?
Oh yeah.
God.
Oh yeah. The dad.
always
Oh
bring
my
that
god. I mean, they meet the dad after 4 seasons. He's only for 1 episode. And he's gone. I'm like, super anticlimactic. I hated
And
that shit.
it's like for like 5 minutes.
Yeah,
I was
and
gonna
I'm
say
like,
5 seconds because like
ugh.
he saw her like
It was so disappointing. Like, wow, all
No,
this
but
build
they
up for that.
actually talk at the coffee house.
And they
no,
do, but
I
he's
know, but
gone.
then that's gone.
He's gone after
He
1
doesn't even
episode.
like stay.
No,
Phoebe's
they don't
Yeah,
mention
yeah,
him
yeah.
again.
I don't give
That
a
is
about him.
so. Yeah, her story.
I don't give a
fuck.
fuck.
Her story is.
But
I
it-
hate her story.
You know, but
But
he was
why do
really
you hate
with
her
her.
story?
He was really
Her
with
story's
her.
sad.
Her story's sad, but I'm
Her
just like,
story
just
is
shut
so
up.
sad.
I just like shush
that
it. I don't want to hear it.
really don't know how she didn't become a crackhead.
Exactly. I mean,
Like,
she
seriously, psychologically.
didn't give up on her dream, you know, to be a musician, even though she wasn't the best, but you know, she kept doing it. And
Yeah.
like I like that when she had like a relationship, like they were like mature enough, like if they have to break up, they was like on good terms, they never fight or whatever. She was really mature about it. And
She's an Aquarius.
she got married. She's happy. It was cute.
It's. I mean,
And she
even the
matured
first boyfriend that she
también.
had, sucked. Oh, I don't give a fuck about that.
The one
relationship.
from Minsk.
Yeah, forgot his name. I
Oh,
forgot his
I
name.
love
That's how
that
relevant he
one.
was.
I remember
Really?
That one.
He was so
The one
annoying.
from
He was so
Minsk.
annoying. He was really annoying with this little
At
voice.
first, I liked him.
But
he
it was
went
like
to
a good
Minsk.
match.
Yeah, it was a mismatch.
At first.
It was a
At
good
first. But then he went to Minsk. Then he came back.
Yeah.
And that was like a love story, you know?
Mhm.
You know, like her first love or something.
Mhm.
And then he went back to Minsk. Then he came back and she was going out.
She was for
Yeah.
She was with Mike.
Pulverod.
Mike.
Yeah.
True. So it's cool they brought him back, but even Mike, I don't
And
care
then
about Mike
he
either.
came back to him.
And
And then went back to Mike.
Yeah, but even Mike is so boring. Mike is so bland. I'm like, oh, bro, you have nothing to give here.
It's that Mike doesn't he's like a very
passive.
neutral
Very
character.
passive.
Yeah,
Like, he can make jokes, but they're gonna be so neutral that
and dry.
it's not gonna be that funny
But
unless something funnier happens.
think about it. He cannot be funnier than her because she is, you know, star.
That's-
She get
Yeah,
he
that's why I
cannot
say
because
that-
he's not like
Yeah.
part of, you know, the whole
Mhm.
ordeal. He cannot like outshine her because then it's gonna look like a
Mhm.
punk.
that's true. Also.
True, it's
I
true.
had to give
So
her
that's why he's so neutral.
But at least she got married,
He
so I
is-
was happy about that. She got married.
Yeah,
early in
she
the
was
show.
happy and she got
good.
married.
Yeah,
I was happy about that.
I mean,
two
and
people got married. Well, 3 people got married from the 6 of them.
and I feel bad for this one relationship. I really got sad about Joey. You know, the actor that he was dating.
Aw.
I was like, wow, that actor sucks. She doesn't care about him. She's leading him on,
I
and like
know.
that's fuck. And they don't even try. That's what I
Joey-
hate about it, because they don't try
I
to do that
really
again.
Loved him. I
Jo-
really loved him when
Joey's
he
so
fell in love with Rachel.
Oh
Yes.
no.
It was cute, like
I
for
had
a
to
couple
pull
of
it
weeks.
off. That was so cute. That was
Oh.
so adorable.
agree.
Especially when she
That
was
relationship.
pregnant.
Yes,
Oh,
the way
yeah.
he treated her, like so
Yes,
endearing,
That's
so
true.
cute.
It's
He's-
cute.
Such
Like
a
I think he said
And-
like
and in
I will
that-
take care of you, like her and the baby, and I was like,
Yeah, even though he's not
Even
the father,
though-
you know,
exactly.
that's a friend. You know,
He
that's
is-
being a good friend.
Joey is the bestest friend out of everyone. He's
Oh,
the
yeah.
bestest
Yeah,
friend out of-
definitely. Yep.
But
I
you know,
agree.
like I thought like he was gonna like end up with someone like at the end or something. But he's like part of Chandler and Monica's family, basically.
Nah. I
They
hated that. I
adopted
hated
him
that.
This whole
basically.
thing, come on.
But I didn't
I
like
hated
that
that.
though.
They kinda
I
adopted him.
I wanted like
they
him to
kinda
have like
did.
a life of his own.
Yeah,
you
they didn't
know?
give him that.
His
They wasted Joey.
independence.
That's why I always say that he's like a gilf or like a cougar, but a leopard. Let's say leopard, because cougars are for women, so leopard are for men. So, I don't know.
Okay.
New term.
He will
Leopard.
always have that type of conducta.
Conduct. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Conduct. Thanks.
Mm.
He will
It's just-
always have that conduct.
I
He
don't
got
know.
no looks and zero brains, but he's a good friend.
I'll talk about Joey because
Unless he ends up with Rachel in the reunion episode.
I hope not.
That's a stretch though.
Yeah, I don't know.
Unless he ends up with Rachel, he will always be a man.
To me.
How they say it?
A
A
what?
fuckboy?
A womanizer?
Womanizer.
Yeah,
How you
womanizer.
doing?
I don't know. I got really disappointed, but like they didn't even try to give him a relationship again, and they made him
But, I
into
mean,
a man
they
child.
give
Not
it to him with
necessarily-
Rachel.
The theory
But,
is he stayed
like,
in love with
permanently.
Rachel and couldn't find someone else. That's it.
But I like not even like with a relationship, like not everyone is meant like to have a relationship or whatever, but like at least
No,
have
but
like,
they
his
gave him a
own
relationship
independence.
with the model one.
I wanted
Bullshit.
like him to have like his
Janine.
independence.
Yeah, Janine. Yeah, that's
Of the
bullshit.
model.
Janine.
That was nothing. That was
Yeah.
superficial. That sucked. That relationship sucked.
It was
Yeah.
superficial, but at least it gave him a relationship. And with Katie, the actress that they
Oh
met.
yeah, but she was better with Chandler though. Chandler and Katie were better
Yes.
than Monica and
Yeah.
Chandler. I'll say it
Yes.
right now.
No,
They were better than Monica and
no.
Chandler. Yes. They were cute. They had
They
the
were
same
cute.
taste. They were on the same level with each other. I loved it. Loved it.
No.
He slept with someone else.
Oh, I know. I'm saying
No.
before that. I'm saying aside from that, they were perfect until they
No.
fucked it up at the end with that. I don't know where. I'm like, why did she do
It was
that?
it
Oh,
was
no.
cute. Okay.
No.
It was cute.
It was
Much
cute.
appreciated. It was cute, but still Monica and Chandler. Period.
Okay, I'll just say it right
Next
now. I'll
set.
say it right
No
now.
comment.
Monica
No
and
comment.
Chandler are very toxic. Their relationship is terrible. Monica becomes a controlling, belittling, like condescending asshole towards him the whole time. She's like, "You're not a man. Your penis is small. Oh, you're gay. You're not a man." I'm like, "Well, fuck you." I was like, "I don't like that shit." And like Chandler's always
Who
like,
said that?
"Ugh." Monica the whole time. She's like, "Oh, he's like, you like
When?
you all the time." She's like, "Oh, you like soap operas? You're not a man." I'm like, "Fuck you!" Like, make him. He likes little Annie. Make him like Annie. It's like that. Is that make him gay? And so what? You see, he gay. So what?
Oh,
Who the
right,
fuck
right,
cares?
right, right, right,
That is-
right.
I hated that shit. Monica's always treating him like shit. Like, oh, Chandler's like stupid, but I'm still with him. It's like, fuck you. And then Chandler.
That's why they always say that there's
Oh,
a theory that when Monica and Chandler, they have their kids in the suburbs and all that Chandler comes out and he's gay.
Really?
Mm,
There's a theory.
Hmm.
Yeah.
Really?
that'd be
You know, like
interesting.
this episode's like there is like Joey and Chandler, and Joey puts his hand on Chandler's thigh. Feels nice, right? Feels nice. Whoa, let's play football. Let's drink some beers. Let's do something
Oh.
deadly.
Yeah, because I'll ask the show. I mean, I'll ask this question now. Is this show homophobic? Maybe a little bit, just a tad little homophobic.
Yes.
Kind of.
Yes,
there.
it is.
Yeah, it's
It
like
is.
Chandler's all about like
It is.
And
because
we
Chandler
gotta
got
say,
mad.
It's
Chandler got
homophobic, but you know what?
Yeah.
For those times and that's why a lot of people doesn't like Friends, because if you didn't grow up with it, or you can actually get it out of your head that for those times
It was like
that's
normal.
how they think and that's how they talk and that's how they actually se comportaban. So
you know.
if you don't get that out of your head, you will never understand Friends.
At least for me, I didn't grow up watching Friends. Like I watched Friends like when I was in college, and it's very different if you like grew up with it, like Andrea said. Like if you like grew up like seeing it from those times and those points of view, but if you're like seeing it with fresh eyes, like current date now, you're gonna notice a lot of things. They're like, that is like, yeah, because now you're more conscious about things. But if you watch it like that, then you're like, you just see like, oh, that's a normal thing.
There's just a lot of, I mean, Chandler's very insecure about his masculinity. He's always like, "Oh, that's gay," like that's a woman stuff. Like when he was all about
a gay dad, and
but
that's what he saw all the time.
But he was all about that shit. I mean, when he was getting mad at Joey, like, "Oh, you're becoming a woman. What is wrong with you?" Like, bro, so he likes to decorate. So what?
Exactly.
Who cares? And Ross is all about, "Oh, I want Ben to play with action figures, no dolls. That's gay."
Yes. What is my son doing with a Barbie? I'm like,
yeah.
But at the same time, Rachel was like, "What's wrong with it?" And then Monica's like, "You used to dress up like a girl. Like, what's wrong if your son likes Barbies?"
Yeah, this is like, so insecure.
Community, and I don't get triggered by Friends, bro. I don't care, because at the same time they say things as like, "Oh, see, Monica's defending it, Rachel is defending it." It's like there's a little bit of everything, and I'm part of the LGBT community, and I don't feel offended by it.
It's like at the same time, I don't know if they're like trying to like hint on how people view things, like a satire or something like that. Oh, this is because people are saying whatever. But at the same time, they defended like Joey likes to decorate, whatever. It's fine. Doesn't matter. Ben likes to play golf. Doesn't matter.
Sometimes it went too much for me, and also like, is this show racist? Because that New York is so white. I mean, bro, New York. Where the hell's the Latinos? Where the hell's the black people? Where the hell the Asian?
Charlie was
there's a lot.
I think.
And the only black people are like in the background, or Charlie's here for a couple episodes and she's gone.
Yeah,
that's why a lot of people that don't like Friends say that the show is racist, and I'm like, yo, this was in the 90s. What don't you get into your head?
Yeah,
but in the 90s, New York had a lot of people, a lot of diversity. So like, where the hell were they? Like, they were not in the show.
Hiding.
So they were hiding. I mean, they were in the village, I guess.
It was from 1994 till 2004.
Just because a show doesn't have black people or gay people or Latin people doesn't mean it's racist, homophobic. I don't know.
It's
just the way they made it.
But there were other shows around that time that were doing much better than Friends. Like Living Single. I don't know if you guys know that show. It's basically Friends, but they're all black people, and it's like they have more inclusivity in that show. What the fuck? Friends has no excuse. Friends fucked up. It's like it's Marta Kaufman and the producers dream like, oh, I imagine being white and single in their 20s in New York. No black people. So good. That's my dream. That's my dream. So fuck that shit. I don't like that shit. I hate that shit. You only see one Puerto Rican in like season 10 as the dude who sprays tan and Ross. Like, man, fuck that shit. Like, this shit's stupid. I hate that. So like, this show.
Also the dude Julio that worked with Monica.
Julio, but he's like a piece of shit.
He's a
the
piece of shit.
relationship with Ross and Charlie.
But that was like season 9. That was like way too late for that, and she
like
sucked.
Just they
she
like
sucked.
Only like one person of it, like each.
Okay, but you gotta understand since 1993.
4.
Okay, for 4.
Yeah.
Isn't it 1993?
No, 1994.
Are you sure?
Till 2004.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, well then. Oh, okay. Well, then I will believe you. Since 1994 till 2004, so you gotta understand that the only people around at the first in the early 90s, they're gonna be all white, and the blacks are gonna be all in the background.
I mean,
and you gotta understand that was the time. It was time of that, even though other things like political and other stuff
Dude, it
that
also
you can
all
get into.
depends on the type of audience they're trying to attract, the type of people they want to watch the show.
White
That
people.
also,
Right,
That's
rich
the
people.
key.
Fun
That's
kids, trust
the
fun
key.
kids. And that's it.
That's the key.
it's like if you said there was a show like Friends, but with black people, maybe they were like, oh, let's compete. That's what TV shows do. They compete.
I mean,
In
maybe.
the 90s, it probably was more segregated than right now. Right now, they have black people, gay people, trans people, all types of people in the shows.
all type of people. Because this is our generation.
Yeah, it's a different generation, right? That's right.
That's why you
True.
always have to have an open mind.
And it's like they still like touch subjects about like, you know, sexuality, you know, having like
Yeah.
different parents, being a single mom, all that, like having
True.
gay parents,
True. I just
and like
they don't do much.
and
with it.
like I mean like when Chandler's dad, like he went to the like they talk, they have a good time, like he was,
Yeah.
you know.
True. Then there's also the waiter from that restaurant who's gay and he's always thirsty. I'm like, bro, this is what you're doing. Like, of course, because the stereotype is like if they're gay, they want to fuck. I'm like, all right, that's what we're working with here. It's like, Jesus Christ, this show, there's some good things. There's a lot of bullshit on this show. It is what it is.
I mean, it's not perfect. It
But-
has
Oh,
its flaws,
no.
Come on. You want,
No.
but it's entertaining.
pero vamos, tú quieres que haya muchas cosas, que haya diversidad y después te
Yes.
quejas cuando la hay.
I mean,
Pero
no,
qué
they're not.
cojones.
No. Let me explain. You can put diversity, but you got to put it the right way. You can't just shove it in there and to say there's diversity, because like no, you got to do it the right way. Like no. Just because you put gay people, you got to put it the right way. It's like
But come on,
You gotta do the right-
it was
you gotta-
in the 90s,
It's true.
You know?
You gotta think about
Yeah.
the times.
It's
You know,
not
that
perfect. It's not gonna be perfect.
The mentality
And
they
it's not gonna be
had
what
back
you
then,
want.
it's not the best. Honestly, it's not the best.
Exactly.
No.
Now we
No.
have a little bit more like conscience. Like, hello, people.
Listen to
No.
at least
Exactly.
the few people they had, they did it by themselves. It's not like social media was like, oh, why is
That's
there
true.
no people in Friends? Why is there no gay people in Friends? They did it by themselves. They added few, but they added.
Mm-hmm.
And like
That's
fuck
true.
people, fuck black people, fully straight white people.
That is true.
Mm.
And they didn't have like a boom in social media. That's true. They don't have like a lot of technology. They probably didn't have like this bombarding of people with, you know, different opinions. They just did what they wanted.
Mhm.
And they got the mail. I'm pretty sure they got mail from that, and they were like, "Fuck it, it's the '90s. I don't care. I don't care."
I don't think they were.
I don't know,
Mm,
man.
I don't know.
I
I
don't know.
disagree.
I don't know, man.
I disagree. I disagree. But I don't know. I mean, should they have mentioned 9/11? Because they don't ever mention 9/11. Should they have mentioned that or keep ignoring it like they did?
No, I think they do mention 9/11 in an episode.
They did.
It's only like in the
I
background, like
don't
in the
remember.
chalkboard, and that's it.
Yeah, but like bien low key.
Yeah, real low key. Like 9/11 never
They
happened.
changed the episode because of
9/11.
they actually changed the dialogue from it.
Like something 9/11.
Oh, the one about 9/11. They don't do that. The one.
No, they didn't do that. No,
They didn't
because
do
that.
papi, pero 9/11 was another thing, you know, like that's a whole other thing.
It's just interesting because
it's-
people criticize about that part. Like, oh, they never mention 9/11. Like they kind of do in the
But-
background, but very in the background. Like, hey,
But why
Don't you think
mention
it's-
that something
why
so
do you-
depressing, something
What-
so sad?
Exactly.
Something
Why do you
so
want to
that
benefit and
America-
profit from a sad, tragic situation?
But-
Exactly.
well, not
Thank
profit.
you.
At least mention
Why
it.
would you do that? That's
But they can't be living
I know
off
that
like it's
very-
nothing. They can't be living like, oh well, this is my
what
misadventure
that-
today.
You don't
But
have to
that's
mention it,
that's
you don't have to
the thing of
it
the
doesn't
show.
have-
That's like the life of them in that show. Is
So
it
it's a
crazy
fantasy then. It's a fantasy.
to, like,
It's a
what-
fantasy.
What is
9/11
going
never
on?
happened.
I don't know.
they're not obligated to talk about it in every episode. Or
Oh, no,
just
I'm not
in
saying
one
every episode.
about it.
No, I'm not saying every episode. I'm saying like at least
They're not obligated
one
to.
dialogue.
They're a program that they just want to make people happy, and they're not gonna be talking about something that is fucking depressing.
I mean,
And
they should have
making it a joke.
mentioned it. At least mention it. At least mention it through dialogue. At least make the characters aware
You
that
can
this
mention it
happened.
now
What-
because
Like
time
what?
has passed. Time has passed, and maybe you can make jokes about it now, but still, it's still a serious matter.
But
I'm
I
not saying a
think
joke. I'm
that
saying
it
like
was-
talk about
wait,
it. Like, hey, this
wait.
happened.
But when did 9/11? Like what year? it
2001?
happened?
2001, yeah.
Yeah.
It's still pretty recent. I mean, it's
Mama,
know,
it was 20 years ago.
years.
like people they were criticizing like they made like movies like about it and whatever, and like families like were not like okay with it because
Mhm.
traumatic thing. It's like a lot of people lost their lives, and it's like
I don't know. It's the
if
people.
you put that in a
criticize that.
show, and to put it like on a show that like it's all jokes and all fun is like not the right tone for that show in
Thank you.
particular.
Thank you for saying that.
They should have put their big boy pants
saying.
and talk about some serious shit. I don't know. Just saying. Just saying.
At least
What would it? How would you do it? Like, if you
Oh,
want,
I'm not.
like,
Hey, don't
how
put me in
would
the spot
you
and write the
roll it up?
episode for you. No.
No, I mean,
right
how
No,
would you said it?
You're
Or
the one
like,
that
No,
brought
I
it up.
would've-
You're the
you
one
I
that brought it
wanted
would've-
to put it in one line or whatever. How
I
would you
would've-
come about it to talk about
No,
that?
I would have
topic,
had
you know?
an opening with the actors talking to the
Mhm.
camera, like, "Hey, we're sorry about what happened. 9/11. It sucks. Enjoy this episode." Boom. Se acabó. And just continue with the episode.
like I'm
Continue with the episode, and that's it. That's what they done. That's what they done. It's like, hey, we the cast of Friends, we're it's a sad.
They
You
would
know.
have lost so many people.
Would've
Because
been fucked up,
Friends
like,
is
hey, we're
something that's
sorry,
very
we'll watch it.
international.
Mhm.
It's Friends is an international series. So
I don't know.
So you're
Could've mentioned.
like, I'm sorry what happened. Here's the show. Let's get some
Yeah,
laughs
what's
out of
Ross
it.
up
Like,
to?
on
How's he
it.
fucking up this week?
Not the right tone. Maybe like at the end they could have like done like mention or something. Like they put like
Something,
all of the
something,
screen back.
exactly.
Or like
memory
some
of-
connection.
when they do
Exactly.
in memory of
Exactly
person-
that.
They
can
could've
do,
done that,
in
but they didn't
memory
do
of
that.
9/11. They
Yeah.
could have done that.
Yeah,
they
could've
That
done that.
I give you
And that would have been
that.
good.
Yes,
And that
I
would have
give
been
you that.
good. And that is it. That's all I'm asking. Just something to be
Okay,
aware.
Okay.
And that's it. But I just like, okay, that's something that people.
Glad to have this
So I just want to mention
conversation.
that. I just want to mention that. No, it was good. It was a good conversation. But what do you? All right, I want to talk quickly about the characters because all right, Ross sucks, but he's funny. He's the funniest character in the show because I love seeing him being miserable. It's hilarious. I love it. I hate Phoebe. I'm sorry. I hate Phoebe. I don't like her. I hate Phoebe to
No.
everything. I
How are
hate
you
her.
gonna see?
I hate Phoebe. I mean, Phoebe at the beginning, she's sweet, she's bubbly, and I like her. She's all about the spirits and all that stuff. It's cool. But then she becomes asshole. She hates Chandler for no reason and belittles him every fucking chance she gets. She is edgy, very edgy. She's very like horrible to people. But she's still supposed to be like, I'm the cute girl, like I'm nice. But no, you're not. You're a horrible person. You are despicable, and I hate you.
She
She's
grew up
terrible.
on the streets. What do you want?
No, in the beginning she was nice.
She
Why
grew
should
up
she
on the
keep
street.
doing that? No, man. Phoebe.
I mean,
is
to
just
spice the
terrible.
show up. I mean,
She was always
Horrible.
nice. She was always nice.
yeah.
She was
That is
always
true.
nice.
I don't know.
Es que
I disagree.
Phoebe no se deja joder y punto.
but she fucked with people
You're
for no
fucking
reason,
president.
and I hate that. And I hate that she fucked with people, but she's still
Imagine
liked
she
me,
got
everybody.
she received
She
money
blew
and then
up
she
on the
donated.
streets.
Like she donated it. Like she did it
She's
for
very
the money
selfish.
she gave it.
They're all
And then
selfish.
she got
But
like
then she-
soda
she-
can.
But she wanted it back, and
That
they
is true.
actually rejected it.
They're all selfish. They're terrible people. They all suck. They're horrible. They're all horrible. Even like Joey, I like Joey in the beginning in the first season because he was actually not that stupid. He was actually kind of smart. He was kind of
Yes.
shallow as a person, but he was pretty smart. And then they make him as a complete
Then it went
unfunctioning,
downhill.
dysfunctional
Yeah.
human being. He doesn't know how to work a phone. Like, what the fuck is wrong with you, Joey? I mean, come on. How are you even breathing right now? You should have been dead. I don't know. You should have been dead on the street. I don't know how you're still standing, but he's really stupid, and I don't like
He
him.
can't even lift weights.
Yeah, exactly. Like it's like, come
He
on,
keeps
man. Like,
him
why do you make him so
hernia.
stupid? Why do you make him so dumb? I really
I mean,
didn't like that
know,
development.
that's the thing
Stupid.
about this show, that they're not all the same. Like literally. Like not
like
something
it.
in common, not to have the same person, but with with different traits or whatever. They're really, really, really different. And maybe that's why they're like complement well.
I don't know. I hate how they made
Uh-huh.
Joey so stupid. They could have kept him human in a way. But also I have this question.
Human.
That's like Joey. So trust me, there can be Joeys in this life. I know. I've got a friend. One of my best friends. He's like a fucking Joey. I love that dude, but he's really stupid.
I mean, everybody's gotta be represented.
Everybody's
Damn.
got a Joey in
Like
their
I
life.
think
Everybody's got a Joey in their life.
I think that like they tried. I don't know. Like everyone, this type of friend, you have this other type of friend or whatever.
Dude, Drea is my.
But they complement
Rachel.
each other. But they
Exactly.
complement each other. So that's what
True.
is so beautiful about them.
True. I don't know.
Because they're not the same. They have all very, very different personalities.
I like Joey in the
And
beginning.
that's
He was
fucking great.
I don't know.
I like Chandler in the beginning, actually.
Oh, me too. Me too. Yeah.
I liked
him.
Chandler in the beginning.
Then later, yeah. I think he was
Yeah.
way better. I actually liked Monica before season 6. I think she was really good. I liked her around that time. She was really good. I mean, also I have a question. Like people,
Yeah,
so
she was great.
people are debating: is Joey a sexual predator? What do you guys think?
I would say yes. You know why? Because
Why?
when they're doing the video for Emma, he's actually hitting on her.
Oh
And
yeah,
she's actually
Oh, yes.
yeah. Her
That's
friends, her
really
future
sweet.
friends.
Whatever.
Yikes. Yeah, because people say like, oh, he's a sexual
did
predator.
for her future friend.
Yeah, like,
And she
Oh.
was having her first birthday.
yeah,
That's
that's so
Hey, how you
weird.
doing? What?
Yeah, but at
That's
least
what I say.
for the
Yeah.
most part, he's actually very
that-
respectful of women. He's very caring about women for the
He
most
is.
part.
He
Mhm.
is.
When he does care about people's names, because sometimes he's like, oh, I
Yeah.
don't know who I fucked.
He
like,
has
what's her
sex
name? I
with
don't know.
all of New York.
Yeah, exactly.
He has sex with all of the women in New York. So
Yeah,
wow, respectful enough. A gentleman.
but
A
sometimes,
gentleman, I would like to know.
he's creepy because he's all about, oh, let's make Naked Wednesdays. I'm like, bro, they're your friends, man. Like that's just weird. Like he's always trying to find a
Yeah,
way to make everybody
So, yeah, it's
naked.
kinda
That-
like, don't
everything-
I didn't
everything's
know
sexual.
that.
Yeah, he's trying to get everybody naked or have sex. I'm like, oh, come on, man, like that. Ah,
Yeah, he having like naked Wednesdays to
yeah, let's
to
make Naked
Rachel.
Wednesdays. Or like, oh, take your top off, Rachel. I'm like, Jesus, okay, man.
Everything was like
That.
staring at breasts. Even Chandler was like staring at.
Oh
like,
yeah. Oh,
Rachel.
no, remember like Ross
and
try to hit on her cousin?
Yeah.
The scene about when Chandler catches
Rachel
Rachel out of the bathroom,
in the
Oh, yeah.
shower.
and then when
She wanted to get
Yeah,
it back,
yeah.
and then she saw it.
She
Yeah,
ends up seeing
her dad.
dad.
That way.
That's fucked up.
And then I like how every cast see each other naked
They're
like throughout the episode.
Huh. That's
That
so
was
close.
yeah.
very funny.
That's true.
Oh, did you
Huh.
guys forget that Ross kisses Monica?
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Yes, he was
You're my midnight mystery kisser.
Yo, the ultimate creep is Ross. He kissed Monica and he tried to fuck his cousin.
Yeah, it's so fucking
Yes.
disgusting. Like, oh, what the fuck? And try to see his mentality of why it's justifiable.
Ugh.
He is
Oh.
so cringy.
It's so-
He's so
oh.
cringy, but I
It's
love
so
him.
It's so bad. And it, like, what else? I forgot what else happened, but no, that
He
Ross
kisses.
stuff.
Ross kisses. Is Ross the one who kisses Chandler's mom?
Oh yeah, he
Yeah.
kisses
Right?
Rancho's mom. Yeah, he
Also
kisses
kissed
everybody.
her as well. And
He kisses
kissed
every
Joey.
family member.
Ross has kissed everyone.
Yeah, and I also
Ross has kissed everyone. Now that I think about it.
that's
Chandler.
just true. And you know what's also weird? I've always found so uncomfortable when Monica's speaking with Rachel, like, "Oh, did you have sex with Ross?" Like, bro, he's your brother. Like, whoa.
Right?
Right? Why is she so interested about that? Like,
Yeah.
he's your brother.
He's your
like,
brother.
Why
I
would you like to know
That's
details about that?
Like, I don't want to
They're
know that
weird.
stuff.
That's
I don't even
really
want to hear you
weird.
guys having sex.
Like, I
No.
have a brother, and if he had a girlfriend, I wouldn't be like, so how's the sex? Tell me.
Yeah, right. It's like
Uh,
I don't want to know that. It's so
That's
Ew.
cringy as fuck.
the show can get
Sus.
uncomfortable. The show can get uncomfortable. So there's some weird stuff in the show, but I to kind of like recap and talk about my thoughts on the show. I always used to say that season 1 was my favorite season because I thought the concept of the friends hanging out. That's what I thought the show was gonna be. Was more on that show. Later on, it's more about the plot of, oh, is Ross in London? He's gonna be with Emily. Whatever, I don't care. But like around I think season 5 is my favorite season. It's the funniest season of the show. But I think season 6 onward, it just becomes like this dark and edgy humor show. I'm like, oh, this show, it's not what it used to be. It's like,
Actually, I like season like 7 through 8. 7 through 8
Really?
and 9 to 10.
really,
Just-
I'm more of season 5.
Yeah.
Season 3, season 5. I like that.
the
What is your favorite season of all of you guys? If you have one.
I don't have one. Well,
Oh.
I like when like Chandler first starts like having feelings for Monica, and that relationship is like developing.
Yeah, that's my favorite season. Like, season 5, that's my favorite. It's just so funny. That
That's
show.
season
season's
5?
fun. Yeah, season 5.
That.
Really,
And when they go on vacation and
yeah,
the casino
I like this.
and all that.
it's good. It's good stuff. It's good. And that's when you also see Ross like becoming insane, losing his mind, and he's just screaming at people.
My
My
sandwich!
sandwich!
My sandwich!
My
That's the best
sandwich!
Oh, and the
like,
one
"My
that he's one with the bagpipes. That he's like,
yes.
he's singing, what's the song?
Oh, I forgot.
I don't
That
remember.
was- that was funny, it was funny.
I had it.
I like
had
the
it.
unagi.
Oh yeah, that's funny. That's a
Skin
funny
roll.
episode. Unagi's funny. Yeah, that's a pretty good episode.
Salmon skin roll.
I also
What
like
about
the pivot. Pivot.
a pivot? Pivot.
I
That's a
like
good
the
one. That's a
one,
good one.
the one with Marcel when he was
I
like.
forgot
the
about that
kitty.
monkey. Holy shit, I
You
forgot
know
about
what?
that.
I
Forgot he
That
had
was
that
funny
monkey,
too.
bro.
I like
forgot.
that part.
I hope he comes
I
back to
love
the
that
reunion.
monkey.
I don't
I
know.
want a monkey just like that.
Oh yeah,
Are
he's
they
so
gonna bring
cute.
the monkey back?
They better bring him back. I mean, he's a big celebrity.
God.
He's big. He's huge. He's been in other movies.
He's bigger celebrity than anyone in the show.
He's bigger than Jean-Claude Van Damme, like apparently in that series. But and Julia Roberts
Right?
too.
Oh my god, I totally forgot.
Yeah. They're
Yeah,
in
like
that show's like,
an
what the
episode.
hell? But what about Anamari? Do you have a favorite season? Do you have a favorite season?
Seasons 1, 2, and 3 are my favorite. I like the beginning. I don't know why. It's just the one I can relate the most to, I guess. I don't know. I love all of Friends, but those first 3 seasons are my favorites.
Yeah, they're the best.
Oh, the
What you
one
got?
that I actually love is the one where Monica proposes to Chandler.
Yeah, that's a sweet
like-
one. That's a
I
sweet
like-
one.
That's so
That was a
That's a very
one.
cute episode.
That's a sweet one.
Yeah, that's a good one. I'll give you that. I'll give you that. It's one of the rarest times I actually like them together. There you go. But it's weird. It's like is it true that they didn't plan this relationship in the show, right? It just happened, or because I heard that they didn't plan this relationship. It happened in that
happened?
season. But I mean, it's weird because like for
I
the whole
think it
show, you
just
see them
happened.
together.
In the season.
I like when they're trying to hide it, like from everybody else. Do you know?
No,
Do you know?
that's cool.
Do you think I know what you know?
Oh, that's my favorite one. Oh, that's the
That's
best
a
one.
good.
Oh, okay.
Those
My
are the
eyes!
best ones.
My eyes!
Where Phoebe-
Chandler and Monica! Chandler and Monica! Oh my god!
That's a good one.
My eyes! No, they're doing it!
But it's Ross gets so mad, like, what are you doing to my sister? And then
My sister.
My
my
sister?
sister, what are you? And then my best friend.
My sister. I love that shit.
And,
I love
and
Ross
the one
sometimes.
like, I'm fine. I don't know why my voice is going out like all squeaky, but I'm fine.
Oh, when he spells
Oh.
love. Oh, love. Love.
Love.
Love is for the love that we share in this room. Just yo. Oh, it's for oh wow.
Oh wow.
I love that. That's a good shit. That's some good stuff. I think season 5 my favorite, and I don't know. Do you guys have a favorite character of the show? If you can pick one, just one, who's your favorite?
Damn, that's hard. That's hard.
For me, I mean Chandler. I like Chandler a lot. That's just he has like a homophobic side. But it's like I relate with Chandler. I relate with Chandler a lot because he's the funny guy. He's self-deprecating sometimes. I'm like, yeah, I know that shit. Yeah, that's cool.
Like
No, I love
I
it.
think he masked like what he's feeling or what he is like going through mentally or whatever, and he masked it with humor. And it's so
Mhm.
relatable because
It
even
is.
though you're like going through shit, like you make fun out of it, like funny.
That's
do.
why I said that I related to him in the beginning because he uses sarcasm as a strategy as a mechanism to ay, Dios mío, how do you say that? The mechanism en inglés como mecanismo de defensa, defense mechanism.
Oh,
I say defense mechanism. And I use that too. And I use a lot of sarcasm to do that. So I would say Chandler.
But she's mean sarcastic. That's the difference.
You're like Phoebe then. I don't know how I like
That's why Anamari says that I'm more like Phoebe.
But I still love her.
Okay.
You
Yeah.
must
All
love
right.
me.
my favorites, Phoebe, Joey, and Chandler.
Okay. Ross for me is the funniest one. I always enjoy Ross's
I
stupid
don't
shit.
like
He's so
Ross.
funny. Oh, he's so
I
funny.
just
He's
like
so funny.
Hi.
I love it because
I
he's so
don't like
pathetic. He's so
him.
pathetic.
He is.
He's so pathetic. I love it.
He's
He's the worst. He's the worst person in the show, but I think he's funny. He's very funny.
He gets like made fun of liking dinosaurs, and I'm like, but I like dinosaurs. Like at one point, I want to be a paleontologist myself.
Really? That's cool.
Yes.
So you can relate to Ross,
That's really
but just
awesome.
don't be like Ross.
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. No.
Please don't have 3 divorces. Don't have 3
Oh,
divorces, please.
God. Yeah, don't-
No.
Don't
Thank
marry
you, no.
somebody without your permission and keep it a secret. Don't do that. Don't do that like Ross. Like that's so
Yeah,
No.
you know,
I just
one
like
hand
the
is
dinosaur
like
part. That's it.
Oh,
yeah, it's just the
Yeah.
dinosaur part. That's it.
Yeah.
That's it. And he forgets his son for the whole show. He forgets about his own son for like the second half of the show. So, oh yeah, I have a son. I forgot about that. It's like, wow, you forgot of your firstborn. But
So memorable.
I'll say I like the show a lot. I like the first half. I don't like the second half of the show. Like season 6 onward, I don't really like that. I think it's just a
I don't
different
know
show.
what's going
I don't
on
like
there.
it.
Yeah.
So I don't like it. But overall, I think it's a good show. If I have to like rate it, I give it a solid 7 out of 10. That's it. No less, no higher. It's just 7. It's just good. Just good.
I was just thinking
That's it.
about that number.
7. Okay.
Yeah, you thinking about
Like thinking
You
about
think
it
of-
like overall with the good sides and the bad sides and all that, like 7. That's a good 7.
7.
That's good.
7 is just there. It's just in the middle.
I
What
would
about
give
you?
it. I would give it a 9 or an 8.5.
Or okay.
The OG.
Because-
Real fan.
I'm a real yes.
Die hard.
Because I would say 10. Because I would say 10. But I don't want to be so.
Yeah, bro.
You know, you guys are. You're
Oh, yeah. Okay. So a 9, or
a 9. Yes.
okay. What are you, Anamani's? What'd you give it?
Like an 8 or 8.5, because I
Okay.
can't give it a 10. It's not a perfect show.
Oh,
It's
no,
not.
no,
It's
no.
For me.
not.
I
It's
know
not.
it, but it's not a perfect show. My
No.
perfect
Yeah.
show is another one.
The Office.
Okay.
Fuck The Office.
You know,
Well, she's not gonna be in the episode for The Office. I'm sorry, you're not gonna be.
Let
in
me
the
tell you-
episode.
let me tell you
Yeah,
this.
she's
I've,
not.
I've
My
never
favorite show,
seen
you're
The
gonna laugh,
Office.
but it's The Big Bang Theory.
True.
Big
Wait,
I've
Bang
never
Theory?
seen like The Office, like completely. I've never seen like The Office.
You never seen The
You
Office?
are wasting your time, girl. You are wasting
Like,
your time.
Get
If
to it.
I've
You
seen
should
3
go
episodes,
see-
if I've seen 3 episodes, it's a lot.
The Office.
Okay, so
I-
the first
I
season,
I haven't got
the first season, it's total shit.
Okay.
Comienza
So
in the second
I'll
one.
see. I'll see then season 2
Go watch it.
onwards then.
Go
Yes.
watch it. Go watch
I
it.
don't
It's
know.
good.
Season
I'll
2
I'll
onward.
let you know.
No more.
Yes.
But you know, like Friends was like the startup of all these TV series and Friends, like New Girl, How I Met Your Mother. Like from
Mhm.
that time on, a lot of shows will like replicate that.
Mm-hmm.
Oh,
That's for sure. It influenced a lot of modern TV.
There's
It
For sure.
influenced a lot.
And our generation, that's for
And
sure.
And there's a theory also that How I Met Your Mother is actually based on Friends.
Like
I can
in
see
a
that.
different dimension.
I mean,
no,
can see
like
that.
actually. No,
It-
like actually.
It is.
They're almost the same show. They're almost even the same people. They're almost the same characters if you watch the shows.
Yeah,
They have like
Friends.
same character traits.
Yeah, there's a lot of same character
Just
traits, but
different name and a different location, but they do the same thing in the same place with the same people, and the different characters are just
There.
aleatoriamente por ahí,
Mhm.
But that's true. I mean,
but it's
yeah.
actually a replica.
But Friends, as you see, it influenced everybody. It influenced all 4 of us in a way. It's comfort food for all of us. Also, I forgot to mention that Ross is a student. That's just really weird. But yeah, I don't know. So that's our thoughts on the show. I want to ask the audience, like, do you like Friends? I mean, if you're here, you don't like Friends, what the hell is wrong with you? You're not. It's not the right episode to watch. But if you like the show, let me know. What?
it.
Let's talk about it in the comments. Did you like the show? What don't you like? What do you like? Who's your favorite character? Who do you hate? It better be Ross, or no, better be Phoebe. Better be Phoebe.
Ross.
But it better be Phoebe. No, let me know in the comments. Let's all talk about it in the comments. So I want to thank all of you guys for being here with me. It's been a really fun discussion talking about Friends. Do you have anything you want to
Thank you for the
plug?
invite.
You want people
Thank
to
you.
oh, you're welcome. Do you want people to follow you somewhere in social media or no? Or anything to plug? Nothing?
Well, you can
I'm
follow me like en la barra. Lo voy a decir en español, papi. Este,
Sigo ahí, dale.
like / la abajo. Cúcame este. That's it.
Okay.
You can follow me on Instagram, Anamaris19, Anamaris19, because I love showing off them tats. They're anime. Go check them out.
Nice. Nice at night tats. And you, Angie, anything? Anywhere to follow you?
Attic_misfit on Instagram. I do a lot of designs,
Ooh,
and
that's
I'm having, something is cooking, something is coming. So stay tuned.
All right, cool.
Oh.
That's nice. So
Okay,
please
then.
follow them,
Go
or
follow
support
those
them,
guys.
support them, and please like this video, share this video, and subscribe. You better subscribe. If not, I don't like you. So there we go. Thank you guys. Thank you guys for watching. Mi nombre es Sebastian Sierra. Ella es Angie. Ella es Ana Maris. Ella es Andrea. Nosotros seguiremos aquí hablando shit.